5 years ago, it was all smiles. Home Capital Group was cashing in on the growing demand for mortgages as the Canadian market heated up. Today, a very different story. The company now in need of a lifeline, securing a $2 billion line of credit, money it needs to mitigate the impact of a decline in its savings as depositors pull their money out.
All lenders, whether they're the big banks or a bank like Home Bank, they access funds when families make deposits in their bank, and then they take that money and they lend it out through residential mortgages.
The company has lost nearly $600 million from savings accounts in recent weeks and expects it to get worse. This expert says trouble for the company started a couple of years back when there were questions raised about who was getting approved for mortgages.
There was a problem that brokers were exaggerating or actually doing outright fraud in terms of reporting their incomes of the potential borrowers.
Brokers were fired at the company, but new allegations this week hit Home Capital's stock price hard. Ontario regulators claim the company misled its shareholders and failed to satisfy disclosure obligations. The company denies this.
And I think, frankly, it's a wake-up call for this crazy housing market.
Mark Cahodes made a name for himself, betting against the U.S. housing market before the crash of 2008, making money from its failure. He's trying to do the same with Home Capital and is a critic of alternative lenders.
These guys are a blight on the system. I always say not everyone should be a parent, not everyone can afford a house.
Other market watchers point out the company had low default rates, but say this will be hard to come back from because trust has been broken.
The reality is that's what's happened. There's a lack of trust in management, a lack of trust in their products, and so everybody's exiting very quickly.
For anyone with a Home Capital mortgage, experts say keep making your payments. If the company fails, those mortgages will likely be bought by other banks or lenders. And if Home Capital can't survive, the biggest impact could be fewer options other than the big banks for Canadians looking to own a home. Renee Filipponi, CBC News, Toronto.